Good evening, friends. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, Agent 56 with the CIA, and this is Cosmic Connections. It's our Wednesday get-together to take a look at the astrology of the week and to do some spiritual messages and just to touch in with each other. So how is your new year moving along? It may not be feeling like a new year until we have our new moon in Capricorn, and that's happening in, well, technically a few hours. Let's see, 4 plus 4, well, about 8 hours from now when we have the new moon in Capricorn. And the new moon in Capricorn is indeed what we'll be talking about tonight. Where does it fall in your chart? What are the messages of this new moon? And we start a new cycle. So once a month, we literally start a new cycle. Good evening, Joanne, Shakti, Sirius, hello. Good evening. Hi, Louise from Florida. Wow, a lot of places throughout this planet are having some challenging weather. I'm always erring on the side of caution. I'm zooming into you from Buffalo, New York, by the way. And Buffalo was ground zero of that horrific storm in 23 as we closed out the year last year. And they were really scaring us the past 48 hours, windstorms and lights out. And I know there may have been a smattering of power outages, but everyone seems to be pretty fine. The branches on the trees are kind of disheveled, but not much more than that. So Happy New Year if I haven't had a chance to say Happy New Year to you. But keeping in mind, follow this line of thought. Every season, every lunation, every month, we often have some sort of holiday. So, for example, you might not have felt Christmassy or Christmassy or Hanukkah-ish until after the new moon in Sagittarius in the middle of December. Because Sagittarius is the energy of sharing and gift buying and frivolity and touching base with a lot of people. It's a joyful fire sign, right? So it came late this year, the new moon, that is. Sometimes it can come as early as Thanksgiving time, American Thanksgiving. So the new moon in Capricorn represents the new year, the turning of the wheel. So that's taking place tomorrow from Buffalo's Eastern time, tomorrow early in the morning. So hello, Angie and Leslie and Candy. Oh, your sound is off. Okay, that might have something to do with it. That's funny, Candy. I got panicky when you said that. Good evening, Lynn. Hi, Rhonda. Yeah, it was kind of awesome to be snowed in. I know I have fond memories of that, Rhonda. Right? Hi, Sherry. Hi, Jojo. Hi, Kristen, Jerry, Donna. I'll be seeing you in a couple of days for the year ahead. Hi, Maria. Hi, Sherry. I am doing well, thank you. Hi, Jan. And oh, by the way, I'm glad I remembered to mention this to you all. I only have 2 more opportunities left for my live year ahead workshop, which I've been doing for about 17 years. And what that entails this year, it's an 80 slides presentation, PowerPoint presentation. I could have gone on for another 80 slides. And you come to the small groups. I keep it limited. And tomorrow is Zoom. On Friday, it's live in Buffalo area. And then I will identify where the main 3 themes of the year will be activating your chart. So even if you're not an astrologer, you're new to this, you get a feeling of what the main topics are for you. And another great New Year's resolution might be for all of us, myself, I'm always doing this, but do a deeper dive into astrology. There's so much to learn, and the Cosmic Intelligence Agency is a wonderful platform from which to encounter and learn from, indeed. So I'm a proud agent of the CIA, and they have all sorts of memberships and webinars and articles. If any of you are in the vicinity of Los Angeles, California, in the first week, the next new moon, of Aquarius, first weekend in February, actually the second weekend, like around the 10th, I should know this, 9th, 10th, 11th of February, please stop in and see me. I'll be at the Hilton LAX for the Cosmic Life Expo. It is a gathering of the tribe. I think there's 5,000 vendors or something outrageous. It's an amazing show. And I'll be doing a workshop on divine grace and astrology. So I hope you can see me there in California. So again, big hugs to you all. Let's talk about that new moon in the sign of Capricorn. And, I don't know if you're noticing, I'm wearing my dark colors with a little brown tinge because Capricorn has very professional coloring attached to it. Your blacks and your browns, as it were. I mean, you can make an argument. Garnet, it might be the stone. You can make an argument. Okay, so this takes place, this beautiful new moon. I have to read the small print at 6:48 in the morning. That's Eastern time. New moon in Capricorn at the 20th degree of Capricorn. And the Sabian symbol is a relay race. Now, a relay race is very different than just a regular race, right? A relay race says that I help you, I move the baton, I share the baton with the next person in line as we're racing together. So there's an implication with this degree and for the next month. And here's the implication. Life is better cooperatively shared, even when you're competitive. So one interpretation of this might be, you're in a particular profession. I don't care what profession it is. Pick your profession. And you may have colleagues that on the surface you're competitive with, and yet you can learn and grow and cooperate with each other at the same time. So that, my friends, is the message of the relay race. It starts tomorrow. It goes on for the next month. You want to see where 20 degrees of Capricorn falls in your chart. If you're not sure, there's wonderful resources all over the internet, even at my own website, CassandraJoanButler.com. There's a free service. You can get your chart for free. All right. Number one thing about this new cycle that's being born, other than the Sabian symbol, the new moon is trining, and a trine is an easy flow of energy, to Uranus. Uranus is surprise. Uranus is excitement. Uranus is opportunity. Uranus is electricity, eccentricity, and weirdness. So the new moon in Capricorn, which is a very, very conservative type of energy. Capricorn likes things just so. It's about achievement and building and professionalism and climbing the ladder of success. It's trining Uranus. I think it's saying that we have to think outside of the box with this new moon. Even if we're in a conservative and corporate type of environment, sometimes we got to break out and break away and do something different. So again, I go back to personalizing it for you wherever it falls in your chart. That 20 degrees is really activating you to take chances, to take opportunities, and not be afraid to upset the polished apple cart. Because Capricorn likes things just so. But the trine is an easy flow of energy. Let's think outside of the box. Let's take some risks. Let's take some chances. It's also the new moon is coming up to Pluto. And this is a big deal. This is the last hurrah for Pluto and Capricorn while the sun is in Capricorn. It's a big to-do. And I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. No, forget it. I'm going to talk about it right now. When did Pluto enter Capricorn? It was in 2008. 2008. What was going on in your life in 2008? How are you changed since 2008? The years of Pluto and Capricorn. Well, historically, two things come to mind on that year, right? The new American president was the first African-American president, Barack Obama, for one thing. Number two, the global recession. the letdown of the housing markets, especially in the United States. There was a huge overview and launching of this terrible recession was globally. That was also a 2008 thing. So Pluto entered, and we had a lot of things in between, and Pluto's exiting this month. And what came to mind, coincidentally, was a very famous Capricorn has been urged by, there's a lot of chitter chatter, a lot of talk, a lot of, I'm going to use the word twittering. There's just been a lot of possible consideration of Barack Obama's wife, Michelle Obama, perhaps jumping into the race. Remember the Sabian symbol, a relay race for the next U.S. president. She's a Capricorn, by the way, so this new moon is right next to her sun. Just a thought that has been coming out in the news sphere, and it's kind of interesting. It's coming out as Pluto is leaving Capricorn on the 20th of this month, and as we go through the last major gasp of Capricorn. It comes back in time for the elections, by the way. September 1st, we go back Pluto into Capricorn. So I'll be talking a lot of Pluto stuff all year, just trust me. And so will every astrologer. It's a big deal, friends. This new moon is squaring the nodes exactly. What are the nodes? The nodes are our pathway, our journey in life. It's our direction that we're taking. It's the direction we're leaving. So this new moon is in essence, it's triggering internal tension for us to get on our path, wherever that path may be. And I'm going to do all the signs in a minute to give you some suggestions. Wherever that path may be taking you, there's extra added Plutonian oomph to get moving already, to move in your new direction and let go of the past as you know it. So I would say it really feels like a new year tomorrow with this new moon. We also have a very interesting Yod, that's the finger of God configuration, being formed by this new moon. There's the new moon, 20 degrees. It's in conjuncting Black Moon Lilith, who's the rabble-rouser. She represents a lot of things, the fearless and feisty feminist, but she can also represent revenge taken by women who have been done wrong. Just keep that in the back of your mind as I go forth with this. So that's an inconjunct to Black Moon. It's also an inconjunct to our friend Vesta, who's like almost the opposite of Black Moon Lilith. Vesta is kind of like the nun, the pious, pure, feminine energy that's always doing spiritual good works. So it's almost like this yin yang is being formed with this yod, and the energy of the new moon at 20 degrees of Capricorn is saying, I think, let's try to transmute the negative, angry, feminist energy and to purify it. That might be one explanation. Might be more. So see where that falls in your chart, friends. See where 22 degrees of Leo is falling, 24 degrees of Gemini is falling in your chart, as they both are messing and inconjuncting with this new moon. It's kind of interesting. Just an observation. All righty. So again, to reiterate, this is the month. The last time the sun will be in Capricorn is Pluto's in Capricorn. And to me, that is an image of Pluto, the volcano erupting. When the lava is cooled, there's a new landscape. And what's Capricorn? Among other things, it's government, not just the U.S. government, just governments in general. The hierarchy, the oligarchy, the technocracy, the elites, people at the top of the heap. That is what Capricorn is, and it's being burned to be rebirthed, as the image of the volcano is suggesting. All right, so that's all we want to do with those little images. Let's talk about where that new moon might be falling in your chart. So if you are an Aries or Aries rising, the new moon is asking you to reconsider and redo something regarding your career or your leadership abilities. Just be fearless and strong and courageous, Aries, with your career. You can restart things in a new way. This new moon is affecting the Taurus people or Taurus rising people regarding anything having to do with speaking their mind, speaking their truth, traveling, writing, teaching, expanding their lives in some ways. For you Geminis, this is expanding your own personal sense of connection with power, spiritual power, financial power, trying to go within and say, you know what? I'm going to redo myself. That's for you, Gemini. For Cancer or Cancer rising, it's all about your partnership and the way you partner, the way you are taking care of your BFFs. Are you responsive to them? Are they responsive to you? Maybe have a little reorganizing meeting about how you want your partnerships to move forward. For Leos or Leo risers, this is all about your health and the way you're taking care of yourself and the way you're doing your work. You're doing your work in a more effective way thanks to this new moon for the Leos. For Virgo, it's time to have a little fun. Sometimes Virgo doesn't have a lot of fun, right? Because they're so busy working. Well, I know Virgos who are always out and having lots of fun, but my fun is my work most times. Well, in any case, if you're a Virgo, this is a fun time. This new moon is saying, have more fun in your life, tap into your inner creativity, and connect with your children. It's in the house of children as well, Virgo. For Libra or Libra rising, this new moon is saying to you, take care of the business of running a home or being a good family member or remodeling your home or cleaning your home or maybe taking a peek at your extended family and make new connections with them. If you're Scorpio or Scorpio rising, this new moon is saying this to you. Watch what you say and how you say it. Watch your relationship with time. And if you are a communicator, Scorpio, this is a great time to blog, write, teach, or maybe just journal. You know, journaling is one of the most effective therapeutic tools that there is. For Sagittarius or Sagittarius rising, this new moon is activating your sense of self-esteem and your sense of self-care and your abundance. Look at ways in which you can monitor and manage your money differently, Sagittarius. All eyes are on the Capricorns. This is like a second birthday for you, this new moon. And if your birthday is actually falling tomorrow, it's a big year of you being in the driver's seat. Just a little nugget for you, a little astrological nugget for you Capricorn happy birthday people. For Aquarius, this new moon is activating your sense of spirituality, your sense of needing to get away from it all, your sense of maybe going on retreat, sleeping more, napping more, praying more, just getting away from it all. And Pisces, take a look at your friends. The new moon is activating friendships, networking, your associations, your clubs. Be like a little bird that's flittering back and forth, Pisces, in the next month. Just network away. That's what the new moon is telling you to do. All right. Sounds good, friends. I hope you're all right and excited about this new moon. Hi, Jan. Hi, Katie, Mary, Carolyn, Paula. Good evening. Timothy, hello. Hi, Donna. Okay. Timothy is asking a question. The new moon is opposing my Uranus moon conjunct in Cancer in the 7th. Wow. So the moon is conjunct Uranus in the 7th. Don't you have lively relationships, Timothy? Right? So I think what the new moon might be doing is acting like a full moon for you. It will actually probably shine a light on what you want or what you don't want from the process of relating in your relationships. I'm not going to be pessimistic and say it's an ending of a relationship. It's just giving you insight on how you are in a relationship. Oh, good, Don. I'm looking forward to seeing you as well. It'll be fun to see you in person, right? The year ahead is on Friday in Buffalo. Okay. How is Buffalo? I knew this question was going to come. How is Buffalo Bills chart compared when Buffalo is facing off against Kansas City? So every astrologer is different in the way they apply astrological wisdom, right? This astrologer has been looking at the Buffalo Bills when they play and blending it with the Buffalo City chart. And I'll tell you why. Because if those of you who don't know this, I mean, might be people who are not living in the U.S. or not football fans or etc. The city of Buffalo has this uncanny, very deep, beyond words relationship with their football team. They even have a name. You know what the name is? the Buffalo Mafia. I'll tell you a quick little story. When that phrase came into common usage in the city of Buffalo, the Buffalo Mafia, which are the fans, guess what was happening in the sky? Pluto, who I call the Godfather, maybe some astrologers do that as well. The planet Pluto was up against Buffalo's moon in Capricorn. I hope you followed that. So the planet Pluto, we just talked about it, has been in the sign of Capricorn since 2008. Now, Buffalo City was born with a Capricorn moon, rugged, down to earth, hardworking, very kind of conservative in the way, not a real big innovative energy, love, home, and family. That's Buffalo's character. And so Pluto comes around, which I call the Godfather. And when it was interacting with the moon of Buffalo, first time in 268 years, all of a sudden this phrase, the Buffalo Mafia, came into common usage, describing the fierce loyalty and determination and kind of craziness that the fans of Buffalo have. So in answer to your question, Rhonda, when I look at the Buffalo Bills playing, I'm looking at the city of Buffalo, the moon, and Saturn and Mars. I'm looking at everything, but I'm applying the chart of the day because that's just how I do it. But certainly we can micro analyze the beginning of the franchise, the other team. We can look at the quarterbacks, right, and see how the day is. I should do a whole workshop on that. But let's wait until Buffalo wins the Super Bowl to talk about that, okay? Who knows? Jupiter is in Taurus. All right. Hi, Joni. Hi, Sherry. Good evening. Hi, Cindy. Any more questions of note? I'm going to do my spiritual stuff here. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Candy. Try listening to it afterwards, my dear. You're a Capricorn, Norma. You write everything down. Michelle, that's an awesome thing. Great insight for a fellow Scorpio. Good evening, Terry. I want to give you a call and see you up next week, please. Hi, Susan. Hi, Tony. Hi, Jean. Hi, Sunday. Yeah, we're playing Pittsburgh. Hi, Ryan. Okay, thank you, Ryan. That's a good analogy. Buffalo's as crazy for the Bills as Boston is for the Red Sox. New moon blessings to y'all. Okay, go Bills, go Bills, go Bills. Let's do some message work. How this works. Let me know if you want a message. My thumb will do the walking, and I do a couple of messages. But one more thing. I got to pick a wonderful person who's kind enough to share my webinar in real time. So the winner tonight who's shared is, get my basket here, Kim Dance. I haven't seen you, Kim, and I don't think you're in the room, but I'll reach out to you. Kim is the winner of the Lunar Lights. The Lunar Lights monthly subscription, and I'll give you one for the new moon. All right, dear friends, dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration, and healing for the highest and best as we align ourselves to the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. Hi, Melody. I'm with you, dear. My thumb came to you. All right. And thank you for sharing, Melody. Melody, as I'm tuning into your energy, I'm seeing, oh boy, now this is going to be like a really common message, but maybe not. I'm seeing you. I can't figure out if this is you or someone from Spirit who's showing me this. Do you have a grandmother in Spirit who, when she graduated from her, she's in Spirit. This is someone in Spirit. Excuse me. Who you have a picture of her. It might be a wedding dress. It might be a graduation dress. It might be something. She's young and beautiful. I'm getting an image of someone from perhaps the 40s or the 50s in my mind's eye, and she's carrying a huge bouquet of red roses. This is the image I'm getting for you, Melody, of a woman in Spirit. She's young, she's wearing white, and she has red roses. And she's saying this to you, that you are pure of heart, which is the white color that she's showing me. You're so pure of heart, and all you want to do is give love, 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 love to everyone you meet, especially to your daughter. And this grandmother is giving you this energy and this message that this is a generational thing. Sometimes it misses a generation, it skips a generation, but she's giving you so much love, hope, and joy through this image of the red roses. And they're all red. They're all red. She loved red. Okay. Oh, you used to bring her roses every time you saw her. Thank you. That's her. You see how I'm very critical of my messages. I go, oh, come on. That's just so usual, Cassandra. Everyone dreams, or everyone has a message about red roses, but these are red roses. Okay. So anyway, she's with you every step of the way, and she sees you as having that trait within her. And she's saying your daughter will be giving you red roses, and on and on and on. There's a legacy about very strong women in your family, and your grandmother is happening. Okay. One more message. Okay. Thank you for being here tonight, Melody. All right. Okay. I'm with someone who just asked a question. Marianne Belanti. Is this in real time? Yeah, it's really it. I'm live. Hi, Marianne. Would you like a message? Would you like a message? Just say, would you welcome a message? Just say yes or no, Marianne. Okay. Message for Marianne Belanti. Very musical. Okay, Marianne, thank you. As I'm connecting with you, you asked a question earlier. I'm not going to answer that directly unless it comes very psychically with me. But I'm seeing you no, I guess I'm going to answer this question. You're at the center of this family drama. I'm getting some siblings. I'm getting, on one hand, in another area, maybe not wherever you live. I don't know where you live, Marianne, but there's a sibling that is been testing you over and over and over. And I get 3 siblings. There's you, there's one sibling away who's not living near you, and a third one. And there's a lot of disharmony with how to deal with, I think, the parents, or one of the parents, the mother in particular. And there's this discussion that keeps on going on, and no one can come to consensus. And I have to say this to you, Marianne, that you are a very thoughtful, common sense person, not just because you're in this room, but you're always empathically connecting with other people's feelings and thoughts. And you kind of predict unconsciously what people might react to. Spirit is saying, if you just step back a minute, really step back and let the other siblings or the other people, the other players talk about this between the two of them. And then you kind of come in and use your natural Libran skills to reharmonize and rebalance things. You might not be a Libra, but if you look wherever Libra falls in your chart, that's going to give you the added edge in trying to quell this terrible dilemma. And I'm seeing April, the solar eclipse in April, as being a new, fresh start for you and your family. And let bygones be bygones, because there might be one person hurt, they might be on a shelf, but the 2 remaining players will be enjoying each other nonetheless. There's a lot of tension there. I leave that with many blessings to you, Marianne, and feel free to give me feedback about that. All right, dear friends, I'd love to give you all readings, but you always can just call me up and get a reading if you'd like. I will be available, and I do little readings when we do the year ahead classes tomorrow night. Check out my website, the year ahead class on Zoom tomorrow, and or the year ahead class in live on Friday. I'm also doing Divine Grace Fellowship Church the following weekend on Sunday at 6 p.m. So I'm wishing you all a beautiful new moon. Make a wish at the new moon, and then watch for the result at the full. And that's coming in 2 weeks from tomorrow. All right. So many blessings to you. See you next week, and enjoy.